Hello, ladies. I was gonna say ladies and gentlemen.
What?
There's no gentlemen. Welcome to Rise and Fit team call for December 20th. Can you believe it already? December 20th. It's nuts. This year has flown by, and it's time again to do some dreaming. We're going to do some dreaming in detail tonight, and we're going to really get nitty gritty in what we want out of our life, what we want out of our businesses, what we want to accomplish in the coming year. We're going to do some reflection. We're going to talk about our beliefs, and then we're really just going to get rolling into what we are going to be working on, some dream boards. We're going to have a little bit of time tonight to do some reflection and do some things with that. You're also going to have a little bit of time at the end to maybe work on your dream boards and kind of just share some ideas for things for your dream board. But then you're going to have from now until I think January 1 to create your dream board, because not everybody's going to do it tonight, or maybe some people have things started from tonight, but it's going to take some time to really put it together and really be thinking about why you want some of these things, and then really putting them into action, posting them in the team page by January 1, and then we will roll forward with some prizes, because it pays to dream. So we're going to get started with that in just a second. I want to first congratulate all of you, because we are officially 1 week away from becoming an elite team in next week. So as of tomorrow, it'll be one more week. And I think tomorrow is officially Jill Brown's lifetime diamond status. So yay for Jill. And then we have one more week, and then Misty and Brittany and Jess all become lifetime diamonds as well. Yay! So, okay, so let's just get rolling. I have a PowerPoint that I want to share with you. Go ahead anytime, unmute yourself and ask questions, or chime in the chat box with how things are going. I don't think I'll be able to see you on the side when we're in this. So tonight, just kind of join in with me. I won't be able to see the chat box, so just kind of chime in if something comes up that you need to see. Jess, can you hear me or see what on my screen?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So tonight we're going to be dreaming in detail. We're going to reflect, we're going to dream, and we're going to make plans, because a dream is not just a dream unless it's put on paper. So I found this is actually just one of the slides that automatically comes into this PowerPoint. And then I read it and I was like, this is so perfect. Jesus said, I say to you, if you have faith as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will be moved. Nothing was impossible for you. Isn't that powerful? And thinking of your dreams and your goals, and having the faith in yourself and your faith in just belief in what you're doing and what it is that you can accomplish in life. I just thought that was just the perfect verse, and it was placed there on purpose, because it was just one of those slides that it's an automatic given. So I didn't have to change anything about that. It was perfect, and it flows right into what you really need to be successful in this business. Trina Gray says there are 3 beliefs that you really need. And you need to have a belief in yourself. What are you doing in life to be building up better belief in yourself? You need to have belief in your company, Beachbody as a whole. Do you believe that this company has amazing things, amazing opportunities to offer people? Do you believe that its programs are something to get behind? Do you believe that they're moving in a direction that is going to serve you and serve your customers and serve things well? And then believing in your team. What is it that you're doing to build belief in Rise and Fit? What are you doing to build belief in your immediate team as you continue to grow people? Is this a place, this isn't a place of being a lone ranger. You need to have help. You need to have accountability. You need to have someone to lean on. You need to have a team of people around you. Otherwise, you're going to burn out, and it's not going to be enjoyable, and it's just not going to be any fun in that way. So what I want to do tonight is for you to get out a piece of paper, because I hope you have your kind of phones turned off, your Facebook turned down. You're really focusing on this, because we're going to do some journaling tonight, and I'm going to turn on some music here in a few seconds, and I want to just kind of go through these 3 beliefs and really answer the questions that are on the screen, and more specifically the questions that are on the screen as the slides come up. So the first thing that we're going to, 3 beliefs that are big thing: self, company, and team. And so when you believe in yourself, this is where I want you to get out a piece of paper and really answer the 4 questions that are on the screen. So 1, do you see yourself as a CEO? Do you see yourself as an inspiring leader? Do you believe in your abilities and unique talents? And are you your biggest cheerleader? The quote above by Douglas Everett, there are some people who live in a dream world, and there are some who face reality, and there are those who turn one into the other. If you really believe in where you're going in life, if you really believe in where you're going in this business, if you really believe in the team that's around you and what your purpose is in this world, you're going to go so far. So let's take a few seconds, few minutes, maybe a minute or so, to really start jotting down some answers to these 4 questions. Now let's turn on some music quick, if I can get my thing open. Not maps, music. We'll take about a minute or so to just listen and write.
I've been thinking about what I'm thinking. Morning you're alone. Sun, the wind, the whisper of the soft evening finds you tired. The moon is your friend and the stars they shine to show true light. They shine.
Okay, so now we've kind of thought a little bit about yourself. Do you see yourself as a CEO? Do you see yourself as an inspiring leader? Do you believe in your abilities and unique talents to go forward and do things? And are you your biggest cheerleader? Are you your biggest cheerleader? That is, you have to have total belief in yourself if you're going to go places. Company, number 2, the second belief that you need to have. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. As an individual person trying to help people be happy and healthy, I can only do so much. As if I were a gym owner, if I were a personal trainer, if I were just a one individual, I can only do so much. But if you can come together in a team, if you can come together with a company that has amazing mission, the same mission that you have, and you can, think about how you can come together, we can do so much more together. So think about these questions. You don't have to answer all of them, but like some of them should be pretty simple to answer. Do you have personal success with nutrition plans from Beachbody? Do you have personal success with Beachbody programs? Do you have personal success with peer support? Are you plugged into the National Wake Up Call? Do you have faith in the leadership direction where Carl and the CAB and our team leaders are taking us? Are you actively a product of the product? Do you find value in Beachbody events? Like, just think about some of those things and think about the things that you've done this year to have success in your nutrition and your fitness and your team. Are you plugging into the things that Beachbody is offering us as options to grow ourselves and be better? Are you finding value in live events like Summit? I know many of you that are on or that are listening to the recording went to Summit this last year, and I have a big goal on my board right now about next year's Summit. So think about these questions for a few seconds, and we'll come and share them in a few minutes.
and joy. We can be certain that He was born on this day is the one who will wash sorrow away. Certain that now.
All right. The third belief that you need to have in this whole opportunity is teammates that have your back. So if you fall, you always have people to help you back onto your feet. So Will Clark quote, and I think it totally envelops this entire team, Rise and Fit. I can't count how many times I've had struggles where I felt like I couldn't do some things anymore, but the people around me in this opportunity, in my own Rise and Fit, in the Diamonds, in the people that I've connected to most in this opportunity, have been there to have not only have my back, but to help get me back on my feet when I needed the most help. I can think back to like January and February of this year when life was really sucking the most with my mom and with just life kind of out of control a little bit, and not really knowing where to go or what to do. And this team wrapped your arms around me and was there. And my teammates in the upper levels of teams were there too. And this is what kept me going. This is what saved me. This is what kept me from going like down into craziness. And so if you can think about your team, think about your actions in your team, whether it's Rise and Fit, whether it's Happy and Fit, whether it's, connecting to like Rockstar Fit, whether it's your own little team that's, Faith and Fit or Grit and Fit, or whatever it is, your little smaller group that is starting to grow, because at this point last year, we were maybe 15 people. And now look at us now, right? So if you believe in your team, how are you digging into that? How are you participating in Zooms? How are you participating in Rock the Business? How are you participating in the pages above us, Happy and Fit, Fit and Free, Rockstar Fit? If you're a diamond level, are you digging into those diamond level trainings? Are you participating in the team page? Are you contributing with Zooms, posts, etc.? Are you sharing knowledge and expertise, adding value to the people around you? Are you helping build people up around you and role modeling for them how to build for other people? Are you connecting with teammates on a meaningful, regular basis? Are you just showing up at the team page to get information and then dashing? Or are you adding things in and really supporting other people around you? I don't blink an eye at helping other people. So other people from Happy and Fit, other people from Fit and Free, other people from random other organizations reach out and ask a question, I'm there to help them and help them, guide them and get them going what they need to, help them reflect, help them keep going. Because again, as a company, we are a team. We are all Team Beachbody. So regardless whether you're in our genealogy or you're in somebody else's, we're all working towards the same mission of helping people live healthy, fulfilling lives. So how are you fostering a positive culture within your tribe? How are you creating opportunities to give back and to lead others in a positive, uplifting way? So really think about those kinds of questions for a few seconds, few minutes. And then how are you, we'll kind of touch base, you'll get to share out on one of these three beliefs, just like something that you wrote down if you want to, after a few seconds. How are we doing? I'm going to take off the screen here. Stop my share so we can chat a little bit. So who has something that they want to share? You can type in the comments, or you can unmute yourself and just share something that one of those beliefs or one of those things that you're doing in those three areas: belief in self, belief in company, belief in team. If you want to share, you don't have to share by any means, but just be thinking about those things. Do you see yourself as a CEO? Are you see yourself as an inspiring leader? Like, are there some of those things that you want to share and talk about, or are there just keep going? You let me know. Some self-reflection to items. Okay. I'm not going to have a ton of wait time tonight because we got a lot to get through. So let's get back to this then. All right. Okay. So the next kind of thing is, after we have those three beliefs and you've really kind of checked yourself in those areas, the next thing to kind of think about is your blinders. So blinders, there's focus is more important than intelligence. And when you can really, like Trina Gray talks about this all the time, you gotta put your blinders on. If you have a goal that you want to achieve, if you have something that you're really trying to reach for, you have to put your nose down and your blinders on and really focus it on what it is that you want to do. So really kind of looking at the things that are on the screen here, like gut check, does the news feed intimidate you? Are you stopping what you're doing, what you want to be doing, because you're getting caught in the comparison game? Are you seeing what other coaches around you doing as something to paralyze you? Or are you using that information as inspiration versus intimidation? Your pace is not the same pace as somebody else around you, because that person's life is not your life. Every single one of you have a unique individual story that you need to tell as your own unique individual self. So listen strategically to what is happening around the team. Listen to what's happening with the 80-day launch. Listen to what's happening with the New Year's resolutions. Listen to what's happening in the team page, and then make it your own. Make it what fits you. So I've been talking to a few coaches in the Happy and Fit team, and even in our own team here, about like, I'm not really into 80-day obsession. That's not my kind of program. That's okay. You don't have to feel like you're missing out, because if that's not you, don't go that direction. I was not a fan of Country Heat. I was not a fan of Double Time. I'm not a huge fan of UV2. In fact, I gave my free ticket away to go to the UV2 live workout at Summit, because I was like, really not into this. And that's okay. You don't have to be total fans of everything that comes out, as long as you're being yourself and you're doing what you need to do. So listen strategically to what's happening around you, and then apply it to how it best fits you. So can you really think of like 2 to 3 coaches that you enjoy following, that kind of are in your vibe, that are maybe in addition to our team, 2 to 3 people that you kind of watch how they're doing it and maybe tweak so that you can do something similar and go that route, but yet keep your blinders on, that you're not becoming that person, that you would just take inspiration from that person to move forward, if that makes sense. The second thing, a little concept I want to throw at you a little bit tonight, is inches. Because when you make these big dream boards and you have these big concepts that you put on there, you're going to put big things on there, like a rank advancement or a dollar amount, or certain achievements by this time. And you're going to set SMART goals with these dream boards, that you're going to set smart, measurable, actionable, time-oriented goals, where you're going to have, they're going to seem really huge. Like 5-star elite last year seemed like it was untouchable. But when I put my blinders on and I've really focused in on what I was trying to do, and I looked for the inches of ways that I could add value every single day, Trina says to add up into a foot a day, 12 inches per day. Can you add value to people and add value to interactions you're having with people, and add inches? So going that extra inch, going that extra mile kind of idea. Like, can you send empowering messages? Can you get involved in team Zooms? Can you share? Can you make sure you're doing good follow-ups? Are you planning effectively? Are you working on projects that are going to help advance your team or your game plan? Or are you just working on projects that look fancy and pretty? Are you working on challenge posts? Are you having good coaching conversations? Are you using voice memo, or are you copying and pasting? Are you speed coaching? Are you helping, getting into your social media comments? One of the things that Lauren Lunderberg talked about is that she really committed to something from a Gary Vee speech at Summit one year, was that she responds to every single comment on all of her social media. Not only does it get your post back up into the top, but it also makes the people that come to your page feel valued, that they are there for a reason, that they can really connect with you. Are you sharing your ideas, or are you holding them in? Are you creating tools, using tools, sharing specific PD? Are you going live on your page? Are you creating tools and listening and offering strategies with other leaders? Like, those are all ways that you can go an extra inch. And even if you don't have like coaches under you yet, but you're just excited and inspired to go forward and do great things here, it's just about being the best person that you can be and adding value to other people. So whether it's your customers or your coaches, sharing with people and creating this trust relationship with them, where they are going to trust you, they're going to get to know you, and then they get to join you. So start going those extra inches that are going to help create opportunities for people to follow you and for people to join in with you in the end. So a little reflection, looking back, so that the view looking forward is even clearer. I think about this quote a little bit, and that we've done some reflection now on what we've been like, what our past has been like, and now we're going to talk about a little bit more deeply in our reflection about, that was kind of the emotional sides of things and how we feel about things and maybe what our actions have been like. But now we're really going to talk about achievement, and we're going to talk really reflect back on what we have accomplished this year, and maybe then will help us refocus on what we can accomplish this next year. So I have a goals quote of the day quote that I want to share with you. Hopefully you listened to it today. If not, you're going to get to listen to it right now. Hopefully it plays.
Say thank you in advance for what is already yours. And that is the quote of the day. Famous celebrity activist, like your dad was a gangman, more important. But what is equally
passionate about, take chances professionally. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test, was 9 dots, and you had to draw 5 lines with a pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. So don't be afraid to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. So have dreams, but have goals, life goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals. I try to give myself a goal every day. Sometimes it's just to not curse somebody out. Simple goals, but have goals. And understand that to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency. In order to achieve your goals, you must apply discipline, which you already done, and consistency every day, not just on Tuesday and miss a few days. You have to work at it every day. You have to plan every day. You've heard the saying, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Hard work works. Working really hard is what successful people do. And in this text, tweet, twerk world that you've grown up in, remember, just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Remember that. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Don't confuse movement with progress. My mother told me, she said, yeah, because you can run in place all the time and never get anywhere. So continue to strive, continue to have goals, continue to progress. Number 3, you'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I'll say it again. You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I don't care how much money you make, you can't take it with you. The Egyptians tried it. They got robbed. That's all they got. You can't take it with you. And it's not how much you have. It's what you do with what you have. We all have different talents. Some of you will be doctors, some lawyers, some scientists, some educators, some nurses, some teachers. Yeah, okay. Some preachers. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is help someone else. Why is it selfish? Because the gratification, the goodness that comes to you, the good feeling that I get from helping others, nothing's better than that. Well, one or two things, but nothing's better than that. Not jewelry, not big house I have, not the cars, but it's the joy. That's where the joy is in helping others. That's where the success is in helping others. Finally, I pray that you put your slippers way under the bed tonight so that when you wake up in the morning, you have to get on your knees to reach them. And while you're down there, say thank you for grace. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for parents. Thank you for love. Thank you for kindness. Thank you for humility. Thank you for peace. Thank you for prosperity. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. It's how I live my life. That's why I am, one of the reasons why I am today. Say thank you in advance for what is already yours. True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already. I'll say it again. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you, sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. And anything you want good, you can have. So claim it. Work hard to get it. When you get it, reach back. Pull someone else up. Each one, teach one. Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference.
All right, friends, that was Dan.
All right. So when I think about that podcast, and I think about the things that he was talking about, like I just jotted a whole bunch of things down, but I was thinking about these things earlier today. Like he says, get outside the box. That's totally the big idea that we've been talking about for a while. Like, don't follow the mold. There is no mold to coaching. Be you. Do what fits you. Do what you want to do, and think bigger than what has been put in front of you. When he talks about fail big, dreams without goals are just dreams. We're going to write some really big, crazy things on our boards tonight or in the next couple weeks, but dream about those things and then make actionable goals to get you to those dreams. Okay. I know, like the first time I did a dream board, I don't have that exact one in front of me, but like I have something like fill a house of Rise and Fit at Summit. Did I really think I didn't know if that was going to happen? Yeah. But I made up things I took action items to get there. Something else that seems asinine. Nothing on this one because I got more specific as things went on. But apply discipline and consistency. Show up daily. Those are our 4 vital behaviors. This business is built around things that you can just totally do. Do your 4 vital behaviors. Show up every single day. That's why they're called vital behaviors, so that you can be your very best. If you show up and do those 4 things, you're going to have success. Hard work, that's what successful people do. They work hard. There's been nothing ever put in front of you that this is just rocks are easy and money's going to fall from the sky when you hit a certain rank, or that you're going to, things are just going to fall in your lap because you are on a certain team or you're in a certain placement. Like, you have to work for things. You have to have conversations. You have to do your crap, as Michael Folsom would say, do your 4 vital behaviors and build relationships with people. It's hard, but easy work. Like, it's simple work. You just get to socialize. You get to cheer people on. You get to be a cheerleader for people. But yeah, it's hard to make sure that you're supporting them because you get emotionally invested in them too. Doing more doesn't mean that you're getting more done. I've gotten caught in this trap. Yeah, I can spend hours on pretty graphics for my challenge group, but if I'm not spending hours in my message box talking to people and getting them in that challenge group, it's all really for nothing. I'm going nowhere. Movement doesn't necessarily mean progress. Giving back, adding value to others, living with a servant mindset. Like, this team, Rise and Fit, is about helping ourselves, helping others rise up out of their current situations and living their best life. How are you living that mission? How are you living that out? Are you serving other people? Our team is only as big as what we have it. And if you're being selfish in helping other people, like, as he kind of talked about, like getting that gratitude back, but at the same time, really serving other people, going those extra inches and helping people. Finding joy in your purpose. Like we've talked a lot about in the last couple months as a larger team about finding your joy in this business, about not just getting lost in the grind, but what is it really makes you happy? What is it that you're passionate about, and doing that. Don't doing 80-day obsession because everyone else is doing 80-day obsession. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you tick, and find joy in the process. When you start to think about it as work, it's going to feel like work and not be as much fun. But this is a fun. This is supposed to be joyful. This is supposed to be encouraging. This is supposed to be a great thing. Be thankful for what is already yours. Visualize the things that are going to be on this board. Some of the things are going to seem crazy. Some of the things are going to seem like way huge out there. These are dream boards. You should be putting things on there that are going to happen someday. I have an acreage on my dream board. Do I have that? No. Has it been on my dream board the last 2 years? Yes. Is that okay? Yes. It will still happen eventually. You just have to get crystal clear on what it is that you want. So visualize what is there for you. And when he talks about how when you put your true desires in your heart, that is God's proof that is sent before you to show you what it is. Like, visualize what you want that to look like. Clarity precedes competence. It talks about in the Badass book about visualizing those things, and you will get where you want to go. Okay. So moving on to your own achievements this year, not just talking about what Denzel Washington wants to talk to you about, but like, where are you at with, I gotta get back to my screen. Here, and get back to present mode. Achievements. I want you to be writing down some things today. Oops. First, we're gonna talk about achievements. So what are you specifically proud of from 2017? Write those things down. What is it that you are proud of in your family life? What is it that you're proud of in your business life? What is it that you're proud of in your team? Think about all the things that you've accomplished so far in 2017. What went well for you in your business? What are you proud of? Who are you proud of that you've helped? Can you think of a couple challengers in your head? Can you think of a couple coaches maybe that you've signed up or that have kind of like shot out of a cannon on your team? I can look at a lot of these faces that are here on the screen right now and be so proud and like tell you a story about almost every single one of them, something they've accomplished this year. Whether it's a mindset thing, whether it's a physical thing, whether it's a rank thing, whether it's a family thing, just all of these women here on this screen in this picture have something amazing that's happened to them in their life. And I will hope that they all have something that they're proud of in here. How is your life better than a year ago? Think about those things for a few seconds before we move on. Because once you can identify what is that you've achieved this year, you'll be able to dream bigger for next year. So there's a point to this whole thing. I'm not just taking you through a bunch of slides. And then also think about your obstacles. What got in your way in 2017? What slowed you down? What did you struggle with? Where did you feel stuck? What were the things that held you back from accomplishing more in your life, in your business, in your goals? Some of you that have done dream boards before, what were the things that maybe you didn't get done on your list, and why didn't you get them done? Were they too big? Were they not measurable? Were they things that are still yet to come? You just haven't quite gotten there. For me, things on this board were things like self-doubt, time management, myself, inviting to the opportunity. That's something I struggle with a lot of times. I kind of go in waves. There'll be like months where I don't add anybody to the team, but I'm building conversations, relationships, and challenge groups. And then all of a sudden there's this wave of people that join our team. I need to kind of start learning how to balance that more. So I'm adding more people all the time. Where do I feel stuck? A lot of times it's not really knowing what to do next, kind of like foraging the forest here. I'm feeling scattered or whatever. What is it? What are the obstacles in your life that you're struggling with? Take a few minutes to think about those things. And once you've kind of thought about your achievements and you've thought about your obstacles, I'm going to kind of keep moving because I want to make sure we get our timely manner. If you go back and watch the recording, you can pause at these points and really, really, really reflect on them. But when you get to your dream board part, it's really important that you know where you've come from so that you can think about where you're going to go. That will help shape your future and where you're going to go with it. So the opportunity that still lies ahead of you, we still have 2 weeks left of the year. So what are 1 or 2 things that you can still yet do in 2018 that would allow you to achieve more and have fewer obstacles in 2017? What can you still do in 2017, I should say, that would allow you to do more in 2018? Can you continue to build trust? Can you set clear goals and expectations? Can you address a toxic relationship that's going on in your life? Can you, what obstacles can you remove now so that your 2018 can start off on a good note? And 2018 doesn't start on January 1st. 2018 starts now because this is a delayed result business. This is a delayed result kind of thing. It's a relationship building. So you have to plant the seeds now so that you can grow those seeds later. Maybe you're looking for a success partner right now. Maybe you're setting a time, weekly reflection time. Brendon Burchard talks about how every Sunday he sets aside some specific time to like flush out the week. What are priorities for the week? What are things that have to get done? Where are this things going to be scheduled in the week so you know what's coming? And then also thinking about the past week. What did happen this last week that I can do differently this week to make sure it works out better? So what kind of opportunities do you still have left in 2017 to make 2018 amazing? The tragedy of life doesn't lie in not reaching a goal. The tragedy in life lies in no goals to reach. So really think about that. So I was listening to another podcast recently. It was a life school coach. Let's see if I can find it quick in my library. I don't see it. Anyway, she was talking about the life coach school podcast. And she was talking about how it's not really, what's the worst case scenario? Well, the worst case scenario isn't that you started a business and failed at it, or that you went for a goal and you didn't reach it. The tragedy of life, the worst case scenario is that you never tried, that you never went for it, that you never gave it a go because you were fearful, or that you had doubt, or that you let somebody else's opinion matter too much and you didn't really do what you wanted to do in life. So the tragedy of life doesn't lie in not reaching a goal. The tragedy in life lies in no goals to reach. So what I really challenge you to do here in the next couple weeks, as you wrap up 2017, as you continue to keep moving, is that I really want you to think about the big dreams that you're going to have in front of you, even though they may seem scary, even though they may seem completely crazy, that you write them down anyway, because they're the thoughts and the aspirations that come in front of you, and that then you work on goals to make them happen. So this is where we're going to really focus on. What is your year-end goal for 2017? Have you hit it yet? What can you do yet in 2017 to reach that goal? And then what are your 2018 goals? I don't know how many of you are looking at this background, but there are 10 stars on there. That's one of my goals for 2018. We're going to be 6-star in a week. We have 6 amazing women that have decided to step up to the plate and reach for diamond. Maybe you're reaching for diamond in the near future, but why? Why do you want to reach that goal? I was listening to a goal setting podcast by Melanie Mitro this morning, and she again was talking about goals. How are you going to set them? And then why do you want to reach that goal? It's just like when we start talking to challengers. Why do you want to lose 10 pounds? What will that make you feel like? How will that help you live a better life? Why do you want to do that? Because if your why is not there, the actual goal isn't going to actually be there either. You have to think about what it is that you can yet finish in 2017, and then start dreaming about your goals for 2018. Really paint a picture of what you want your life to look like at the end of 2018. And this is kind of one of the things I want you to do in the next few minutes. And then I'm actually going to give you like a whole song to do this because it's really super important. And then you can use this letter to yourself as a way to start your writing your dream board. So I'm going to get back into some music, hopefully find something that is a little more, less words. A Christmas melody, we'll go with that one. And really, I want you to paint a picture of the life that you want at the end of 2018. What goals will you meet? What will life look like and feel like? Write it out as if it's the end of 2018 and that you are reading this letter to yourself. Start it out with December 2018, because that's the letterhead. As I look back on my year, I am proud of. What is it that you're going to accomplish in 2018? Take some time and write that out, a letter to yourself. Okay, this is a powerful, powerful activity, and I want to give you time to do it. So let's take a couple minutes and do that.
All thy works with joy surround me. Earth, heaven reflect thy ray. Stars and angels sing around me. Send heaven, Lord, and pray. Field and forest, vale and mountain, flowery meadow, crash and sea. Singing bird and flowing fountain, call us to rejoice in thee. the very how could the mountains stay standing? How could the rivers still run? If the earth fall before you, how could our hearts be ready for the Holy One? How could love adorn you? How do you know the one from the stars or the hands that how do you lift a child in your arms? He who carries it. How could the mountains stay standing? How could the rivers still run? All the earth falls before you. How could our hearts be ready for the Holy One? How could love adorn you? How could love adorn you?
All right. We can finish this letter at a later time, but I hope that you got some wheels turning and you got some things of like what you want to achieve down on paper. And I just read what I wrote in 2017 as a letter, and it's amazing how many things happen from that. I wrote this letter from 2017 when I was at the Diamond Retreat in Beaver Creek, when I really kind of decided for the first time that like I really, really wanted to dive into this and do this. And it's like almost makes my heart skip when I see some of the things that are on this page that have happened that I really didn't know if they would happen or believe in them really that they would happen at the time that I wrote them down. But there's still some things that haven't happened yet, but that doesn't mean that they won't. It just means they haven't happened yet. So dream big. What is it that you want to be proud of? What is it that you want your 2018 to look like, feel like, be like at the end? So now it's time to really kind of think about creating your dream board. You can create it digitally on something called Canva, which this presentation is on. You can create it on paper. You can use magazines. You can print out pictures and put them on a poster board. You can write them out. You can use only pictures. It's completely up to you. It's just a matter of how you are going to take what you're wanting out of life and putting it down in picture or word form, something that you can look at all the time. I have my dream board posted right here above my desk. I also have it posted in my bathroom so I can read it when I'm in the shower. I also have it posted down by my workout space. So I read it every morning when I get down there as well. It's just, and there's pieces on my phone. If you look on the background of my phone, I've got a lot of those things that are on my dream board written out, and they're the screensaver of my phone. So I can always look at those things and just know that these are things that are going to happen for me. For the last 6 weeks, well, more than that probably, I've had a sticky note above my laptop in my class or my office at school that says it used to say I will be 5-star elite 2018 on it. And now it says I will be 6-star elite. I changed the 5 to a 6 when Brittany qualified as well. So now I have another one up there about matching my income. When you have things in front of you all the time and you put them down on paper so you can see them always, it has a powerful impact on your mentality, on your subconscious. And anytime that you can put even the biggest, craziest things down on paper, they have much more likelihood of actually happening. So again, you can do them on Canva, you can do them on paper, you can do them, just write them out in words, you can just do pictures, you can do whatever you want. And also write things about your whole life. Don't just put business things on there. Put things like date night every month. Put things on there like, what are some other things? Last year I broke mine down into 4 pieces. My first one, my original one. So I'll pull it out. I have 2 boards from last year because I kind of reorganized it. But one of the times I wrote it, I organized it in a way that had 4 parts. I don't know, I've completely ripped things apart, but I had business things, I had family things, I had more leader things, and I had like personal relationship things. So like this is like my faith side of things, and like simple things. These are things like help 5 people each month, grow from recruit to attract, build solid relationships, add at least 1 coach per month, fill a house of Rise and Fit at Summit. Yay, we did that. Lead a sneak peek. Yay, I've done that. Help Josh appreciate Beachbody. Monthly date night, house under $1,000. That's really close. Travel to Europe. Haven't quite gotten there. Family trips with the kids. Definitely did that. I took my mom on some trips this year. I'm planning on retiring one of us in the coming year, months or year. Working on getting 200 Rise and Fit coaches. We achieved that this year. 2-star by February. Did not get there, but we are 5-star, 6-star by the end of the year. So, so many things that can happen in your world that you may not have a lot of control over, but there's a lot of things in your life that you really do have a lot of control over. So really build things, put things on paper that may seem crazy, but yet believe that they're there. There is going to be a post that's happening, maybe like has already happened on the team page. I scheduled it to happen for 9 p.m. And I want you to take a picture of your dream board, regardless of how you make it, whether you make it digitally or you make it pictures on board. Take a picture of it and post it under this graphic in the team page by January 1st. And on January 1, I will draw a name out of all those for a prize of some sort. I don't know what the prize will be yet. Maybe we can vote on what that might be, give suggestions, but post your dream boards there and we'll go forward and do that. So are there any questions?
There is.
Share. Yes, dear.
Will you give me, I know Julianne posted them the other day. Give me those dates again of when everybody needs to qualify. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do know what you're saying. April 12th was one of them.
And that's for Summit, right?
Yeah. Everything is 6 weeks out for what you really want it to be. So like, what are your questions about?
Summit for one.
Summit for one was April 12th.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find it quick.
She had 3 of them on there and I don't remember.
Write these dates down. Summit Success Club All-Star Legends and Success Starter cutoff is April 30th. So whatever you are at April 30th, how many times you've hit 5 Success Club 5 All-Stars, or if you've done 10s to be legend, or 12 months as an All-Star, 24 months as a legend. And then whether it's 5 or 10, either one. To be a Success Starter cutoff is April 30th as well. So you have, when you hit Success Club 3 months in a row, your first 3 months, that cutoff is April 30th for tickets, for a free ticket for there. Rank recognition, your cutoff is the Thursday, May 17th. So whatever rank you have when you wake up on May 17th is the rank that they will recognize you with at Summit. And then so May 17th is the day you have to wake up as that rank. So that means that April 12th is the day that you have to wake up qualifying for that rank. So many of you know that when I got to Summit this year, that Thursday was the day that I was 2-star. But because I didn't hit it earlier in the year, that cutoff time to be recognized, that I got a 1-star banner and thing, whatever, medal. But whatever, so you can still be a different rank when you get there, but if you don't hit it by that certain date, you will be because they have to have all their things for planning and such. But
so if I want to walk across the stage as something, that would have to be achieved as of April 12th and hold it, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
You have to wake up on the 17th, that rank that you want to be. And in order to get yourself there, you have to start holding it by the 12th of April. Yes. So just like for us to be elite this year, you guys had to wake up diamond on the, 22nd?
Yeah.
So November, I see I've already lost like that. That's just like in my head, whatever those dates were. So like that November 22nd is when you guys had to be diamond by in order for us to be elite team in 2017, well, 2018 elite team. That makes sense.
Yep. Awesome.
All right. Other questions? What are some things that are on your dream boards? Anyone want to share anything?
I want to walk
Yes.
as a 2-star.
Walk as a 2-star. Awesome. You can totally do that. You have some amazing people on your team that will totally run with you. I believe that. Yes, Leanne, it's a hit date and a hold date. So you have to hit it to be any level, diamond or above. You have to hold that for 6 weeks in order for you to be considered a lifetime whatever rank. So it's kind of like climbing the ladder and like proving it. Like you can't just like hit it and then it's gone. You have to hit it and hold it. So usually that doesn't apply so much to emeralds because when you get a coach, you usually have them for a while, usually. But it's this time of year that things go crazy. It's only this time of year when things go crazy. But it's, yeah, any diamond or above, that's when you have to hit the certain thing by. And then because you're at that point, you're affecting other people's ranks. So that's why there's a hit and a hold. So that if you are growing diamonds or you're growing other emeralds or whatever, like you're holding your own rank by helping support those people underneath of you. It's a leadership thing.
So it's like we all had to hit diamond by November 22nd, but Kim is technically not elite yet.
Correct.
She's qualifying, but she will not be elite until January 1, right? And that's as long as or January 4th. What is it?
January 4th is when they'll call us. December 27th, I have to wake up as a 5-star coach or 6-star coach in this case. And so I have to be a paid 5-star, at least 5-star coach in 2017, in December 2017 to be considered elite. And so for that to happen, I have to wake up on the last Thursday of the year, December 27th, to hit that. So that's why you had to qualify so far to hit that. Now, if we would have hit it in like October, then maybe one of us lost it or something, did something crazy in the middle. We just have to be back to that point in one of the pay periods in December. So like for next year, you just have to grow 2 more diamonds and be 5-star. So like Julianne just had to grow 2 diamonds by December 31st. See, so now she knows that she's going to be elite because she has her points. She's already grown 2 diamonds. They will be paid diamonds in December. They've already been paid diamonds in December. So even if like Nikki or Eric or whoever drops rank right now, they've been a paid diamond in December. And so that counts for her. So if I would have been a 6-star in October or September or November and lost it somewhere in the middle, and then all of us came back for the first week, or say we all held it until like the second week of December and then something happened, bombshell went off or whatever, that's okay because I grew 6 diamonds or I was that rank for a pay period in December. That makes sense? Kind of, sort of. Okay.
We'll get there when we get there.
Exactly. And they are changing the qualifications for elite for next year. Joe told me that, but he hasn't said what they are yet. He said they'd be released on Monday, but I looked all over the place this week and I can't find them anywhere. So maybe he means like the first Monday of the year. I don't know, but. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording.